Hi, I'm ZimZoe, and this video is going to be a bit of a catch-up one, but it's not going to be like the other ones because I'm not speed painting. Instead, I'm going to be showing footage from my day with a buddy, as the title says. Now, I bet you're wondering, which buddy? Well, the answer is this one. That little fellow on my right is called Buddy, and I met him for the first time just the other week. He's my dad's new dog and he is the sweetest thing. He's 5 years old and he's a Cocker Spaniel, I think, and really soft. And he's so calm that if I didn't know better, I would be convinced that he's at that therapy dog training. Because unlike Louis, who was my dad's last dog, he doesn't bounce all over the place, but just sort of happily trots beside you and behind you. And he has this habit of sitting directly in front of you when you call him, and he'll just sit there with his eyes wide and tail wagging whilst you tell him literally anything and everything. Speaking of his tail wagging though, I swear he only stops wagging it when he's asleep, because he is such a happy dog, but he's just so chilled at the same time. He's absolutely wonderful. And his coat is a little long in this video because he was getting a haircut a few days after I filmed this, and I can honestly say he made my week way better because I hadn't had the best time. I'd stayed overnight at my dad's, and the day before had been an absolute nightmare because Mum and I were giving some stuff to charity at our house, like 6 bin bags worth of old clothes, books, toys and stuff like that. And my mum and I had been told that we were the first on the collection run, so they were going to visit us first to come and pick all this stuff up. And I was quite happy about that because Mum wasn't going to be in, and so if they came early it would mean that I could get out early and take the 45-minute bus ride down to Dad's with my overnight bag and my euphonium. However, they did not show up between 9:30 and 10 that morning as they had said, and so I was stuck waiting for them. Added to the fact that I was also hungry because I knew the moment I sat down to eat breakfast, they would show up to collect it all, and then my breakfast would go cold, so I'm putting it off until after they've shown up so I can just relax and eat it at my own pace. So 11 o'clock rolls around, and then 12 o'clock, and by this point I'm absolutely furious because I'm over 2 hours late to go out, and so I decided, well, forget it, I'll have food and go out, and I left at 20-1, still no appearance by then. So, needless to say, I wasn't in the best of moods. Then, once I get out to my dad's, I found out something that I'm not going to talk about at all, because it's personal, but let's just say it genuinely scared me and I'm still worried about it now. So that's another great step in my day that sort of made me feel like, ugh. However, that night I had something to look forward to because I had band rehearsals. Woo! Now, I'm not sure if I've gone over this in a vlog or not, but I haven't been able to go to music rehearsals for the last couple of months because of a new government scheme or something or other about volunteers. And I've had to go on a course before I could head back, but now I've finally completed it and I can go back, and I've got a new lanyard saying volunteer on it. But I can go back and start enjoying music rehearsals again. Except for a new conductor. Now, in wind orchestra we have 2 conductors because they each conduct different pieces, and one of them we've had for quite a while, but as I said, we've got a new one. And I don't really like her for several reasons. Firstly, the way she conducts, because when she's moving her hand she doesn't make clear direct points on the beats, so it's sort of really difficult to figure out like where precisely we are, especially because her movements are so small. Even if we're supposed to be playing forte, she doesn't like do huge hand motions, so she's still conducting it as if we're playing like piano, which means quiet. And her hands are half buried in the stand along with her reading it. So me, sat back on the 4th row, it's just murder trying to make out where she's like directing. And at the same time I need to be reading my own music and playing along with everybody else. So it's not the easiest thing. And secondly, she doesn't seem to command any respect from the orchestra because in some of the earlier sessions when she was first introducing herself, she made herself too chummy, and that's sort of because like she'd start talking to the flutes on the front row, and so that gave the impression to the rest of the orchestra that talking was okay, because you know she's the person everybody looks up to, so if she's talking we can talk, you know. And then, well, it's not a good idea to let the people talk because she's got no control over the orchestra, and so therefore she can't stop people talking once they've started, and that's like another 3 minutes trying to get everybody to stop, when a conductor should be able to stop the entire orchestra with a flick of their wrist. But because she's made her seem like a friend instead of, you know, somebody in power, nobody takes any notice of her, and so she's not in control of the orchestra, and that drives me crazy. And my third reason is really petty, but I don't like the way she talks, because instead of, like, let's say we've just played a piece of music, instead of saying, "Wow, that was excellent, guys," when we finished, she'll turn around and go, "Wow, that was dead great!" And inside, I die a little when she's, I just, whew. So, after having such an absolutely rubbish day with everything that can go wrong going wrong, to see Buddy on the next day and find out that he was such a lovely dog, it made my week so much better. In fact, I was walking him alone in this footage, which I've never done before, because with Louis, Dad would have to have him because it was a much larger, energetic dog and very strong, so he'd pull you everywhere. But I was able to take him on a walk by myself because Dad was waiting for people to show up as well, and they hadn't shown up when they said they were going to either. And the fact that I took him for a walk by myself means that I actually took a wrong turning at one point, and I'm pretty sure it's coming up shortly, because I've never really done the walk by myself before. Sorry, looking at my notes because I started rambling. The footage, yeah. As for this footage, I thought it's a good idea to try out my new camera in like an open world scenario sort of thing. I mean, focusing it wasn't that different. I found once I'd focused it, no matter how much the camera shook or whatever, it still stayed in focus, so that was absolutely wonderful. But there were still a few colour issues I need to do, mainly with sort of indoor lighting, because in my last video, as you saw, I looked bright yellow, so I'm still working a few tweaks out of it, but I'm getting better at it. And as for the reasoning behind this vlog being late, is just because I haven't had the motivation lately. I mean, I enjoy doing vlogs. It's something I look forward to, and I want to keep it that way. I want to think, oh, I could do this for a vlog, and then be really happy to, well, do it and get it done. But every time I thought about doing this vlog, because I'd already filmed all the footage, it just meant editing it and doing the narration, and every time I thought about it, I was just like, oh, I don't want to, it's going to be a hassle. It was just such a weight, like, lying on top of me. And so I spent some time relaxing and sort of putting it to the back of my mind, because I've had some other issues as well going on during the week, like my iPod completely crashing, and so I've had to put that back to its factory settings and move all my stuff back across to it, which was fun. But vlogs are continuing, and I've been planning something special that's coming up shortly, and is going to be a 3-vlog special. Woo! How exciting! And because I'm back at rehearsals, the footage from the concerts are going to be coming up too. Obviously they won't be classed as vlogs, but it's still more stuff to go up on the channel, so you've got that to look forward to. But I suppose that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and have a nice day.